Hello! I am so excited that you have purchased your makeup and it is going to be heading your way soon. I wanted to kind of cover some basics in kind of a long form video so that you can feel equipped and ready to put on your new makeup when you get it. I know when I first got mine, I was just so excited. I could not wait. So I'm going to go over a few tips on how to put your palette together, and then I'm going to just do my full face of makeup with 2 brushes and kind of show you some simple tips and tricks and just some reminders as you're going to be doing your makeup with Saint Makeup. I'm just so excited. Okay, so when you get your palette and your makeup, your makeup comes in little tins, okay? So it has a lid and it slides like this, okay? And it will be filled to the brim, which is fantastic. I love it. So when you are getting ready, I have long nails. You will, right when you first get used to your makeup, you'll end up kind of touching it a little bit more than you want to when you're trying to put it in your tin. Let me kind of describe the tins to you. So they are magnetic. All the tins, all the tins have a mirror, okay? There you go. All the tins have a mirror. If you have a double stack tin, the second one doesn't have a mirror, okay? So you just have it on the top. This is my main palette for my makeup, and I'll show you it. But what you're gonna do is this bottom right here, that is magnetic, okay? And the tin is magnetic. Okay, no matter if it is empty or whatnot, it is a strong magnet. Okay, it means like you don't have to have the whole thing filled, which I think is amazing because you can really take your time and build your makeup palette the way that you want it to be. Okay, so when you are removing your tin, grab the sides of it, okay, and then you're gonna place it in your palette where you want it to be. Okay, and so I like mine sideways, especially for a 4. So you kind of slide it in and then pop it right in there. It is secure, okay? That's what I want to show you. Okay, and that is how you set it up. And so you can do all your colors in here. You can do little tiny tins. I'll kind of show you. And when you're ready to take something out of a tin, okay, you want to replace it, it's empty, whatnot, you take the edge of, you save one of these lids, save the edge of it, and you can get underneath. Sorry, I want to really make sure because it's on video when trying to, you can get underneath and it helps scoop it out, okay? On the back of all of the products, it has the name of the product. You can see it's written there, okay? And again, all of them are magnetic, and so it's not going to move around, okay? Just really wanted to show you that when you're getting started. And when you're ready, you just, if you want to move things around, whatnot, you save a lid, okay? That's how you install your makeup into your palette. Mine is, this is an 18, and so a number 18 palette, so I have, it's enough spots for 18 full-size tins, and so I have all my eyeshadows and everything in here, okay? So this is all of my makeup, and this is what I'm going to use today. It fits in my purse. It's amazing. It's amazing, okay? When you're getting ready to do your makeup, and when you're getting ready to do it for the first time with Saint Makeup is a cream makeup. It is very different than liquid and powder foundation, and so it feels different on your skin. It takes about 2, even 3 weeks for, everyone has different skin types, but 2 or 3 weeks for your skin to adjust to how hydrating the cream makeup is. And so when you very first start putting the makeup on, it might kind of feel a little bit tacky. I noticed that for myself for like the first week and a half for me, where, and I was wearing it every day. And so if you think about like, okay, if you're only wearing it once every 3 days. Like, give your skin time to adjust, and then give yourself time to adjust and applying new makeup. It's a new skill, so give yourself grace on it, and just like, as you're trying it, you know, hopefully some of these tips and tricks will help you feel more confident, but give yourself grace on it. The very first time I did it, I used my sister's colors. She has beautiful red hair, and her skin is so much more fair than me. And I just wanted to feel it on my skin, and it looked terrible because it was her color match, right? And so if you put on your makeup and you're like, you know, I don't really love the color, we can do a color swap for highlights. So that is something, please tell me, reach out. We can swap out your colors. And then if it is a change of seasons, and say you it's going into winter, or we're going into summer, and you notice your skin tone, like it's not matching your neck the way that you want it, that also means it's time for a color swap, and to be able to change, not a color swap, it means that we need to get you a different color match for the different season. Okay, and there's some tips and tricks that I'll share in our Facebook page for that. The color swap specifically is when you very first get your makeup, and within I think it's 30 days. Don't quote me necessarily on that. I have the returns policy that we can look at and directly send you, that's specific about when and how you can color swap. And it's just like, once you try it, you're like, this isn't it, we can do it after that. And it's a very, I'll have to look. I'll look for sure. Okay, so we're going to get started on how to apply. You can see this is my makeup I'm using every day. So there's so much product still left in these. That's what's amazing about the tins. And so it lasts forever. I have a graphic that I can also put on, that kind of says like how long each thing should last. Okay. So I'm going to start with my main highlight. So for me, these are pretty similar colors, but the main highlight is my main color, and then brightening highlight, and then contour. Okay, so start with my main highlight, and I'm going to do everywhere on my face that I'm not going to put my contour or my brightening highlight. Okay, so it's going to be down from the side of my nose, down, and then over. Okay, so I'm not really swiping, I'm just placing the makeup, and I'll blend it later. Okay, and again, for cream makeup, it is 3 times more pigmented than liquid foundation. And so it is, there's Judah. So it is very, a little goes a long way. Okay, and so I'm placing it where I'm going to blend it out. Okay, and it will blur out a lot of the different colorations that I have, but I've put it here, here, here. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my brightening highlight. Okay, I'm going to use my finger because it is a little bit more focused. Okay, so I'm putting it on the corner of my eye and on the outside of my eye. Okay, and then I'm going to do right in the middle of my nose, and then the middle of my lip and my chin. Okay, this is where brightening highlight goes, and now the rest is going to be, and then I also did my brightening highlight on my eyelid before I did my eyeshadow, as just kind of to as a base. Then I'm going to take my detail brush. This was a 3D brush with the fluffy side for my main highlight and blending. We're going to use the detail brush. Okay, so then again, I'm just tapping into my contour. Okay, get the product on it. Okay, and I'm going from my, I'm leaving this open for my blush, but from the corner of my eye back to my hairline is where my contour is going to go, and I'm feeling, and it's right on top of my bone, okay, my cheekbone. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I wonder what Judah's doing. We'll find out very soon. Judah! Maybe we can distract him and have him come this way. Then I'm going to put it on my hairline. Okay. Right here. Hairline. Okay. And then I'm going to do my jawline. So from the ear to right about here. I'd say either middle of the pupil, or for me, I can see where my chin starts. And so I just want it right here. Do you see that crease for me? So everyone's face is like shaped a little bit different. You'll kind of get used to where you like it. I'm really interested. I think he's just playing with his trains, but we'll find out. Okay, and then the last places for contour is the side of your nose. This is intimidating for people. I never used to contour my nose, but I love it now. I absolutely love it. It gives a lot of dimension to my face. Underneath kind of your nose, and then you're gonna, and I'm just dabbing the edge underneath, and then underneath my lip. Okay, this kind of gives, again, more dimension. At this point, you're like, I look crazy. I look crazy. But that is what the power of blending is, okay? You're going to take your 3D brush, okay? And now this is when you start dabbing in your highlights, not your contour. I'm not touching my contour, okay? I'm only touching my highlights, okay? So you're either dabbing or you are doing little circles, okay? So little circles to get in all of your, to really just blend out all of your main highlight, okay? And then we do the same thing over here. Now the reason why we just did it like the brightening highlight on the corner of the eyes is because we don't want it to be very heavy on the application for under the eye, because that's a really thin part of your skin and it can easily build up. You can see my crease right there. If I put too much, it will be more pronounced, because if you put too much of the cream makeup on, you will be able to see your creases or wrinkles, depending on the maturity of your skin, if you put too much on. So that is a huge indicator if you have too much. If you also are feeling like I'm not putting very much on, but you still feel like your wrinkles or crevices are more pronounced, then that usually is a good indicator that you have too light of a shade. And so I definitely encourage you to send me a picture, a before and after picture of your makeup when you start doing it. And I love to do tips and tricks. And I'll also check on you and I'll kind of ask like, hey, like, how's it going? But that is like a huge indicator that maybe your colors are maybe a little too light. Okay, now it's time to go in with the detail brush and to blend out all of the contour. So again, I'm doing kind of like oval like this, really pushing into my hairline, not really pulling down, okay, more like pulling up. I'll do this side, same thing. Okay, pulling my contour up and blending it. Now blend into the hair. Again, little circles. Blending it into your hairline is like really like, I don't know, I think it's so fun. I think it makes it look so nice and warm. and it really gives that glow. And I still haven't, I'll go back in with my 3D brush and I'm gonna blend kind of the sides together. And so for my chin, I am pulling this color down. Okay, now go back kind of over with your main highlight brush that you've been blending. And I just like to kind of blend those lines together, especially on my forehead. Do you see? A little bit above, a little bit under. And then now it's time to do my blush. And then that is your foundation. Already, you can just see it's literally so beautiful. It makes your skin glow. Okay, so if you have a fluffy brush, I said I was going to do it with these two. I'll show you how you can still do it. Okay, so because I have the other brushes, this is the one that I used for bronzer, which is different than contour and blush. Okay, they're a little bit more fluffy, and so they kind of have like a lighter look. I will just do blush. Okay, so I'm gonna do with my finger again. I'm gonna do tap it in right here. Okay, same thing on this side. So this is high cheekbone, like this is high on my bone, okay, but I'm pulling it in further than I did on my contour. Okay, and then I'm also going to, I like to combine these two colors. I think it's so pretty and it makes it a little bit more pink. Okay, now you take that same brush and you do little circles. Okay, I like the apples of my cheeks to have blush, so it's really just, blush is such a preference thing. Some people really like a really strong blush and some like a more muted, so it really is just your preference. Okay, so but it's cream and everything has coverage, so it all blends together really, really seamlessly, and it just makes it so pretty. Okay, we're about to hit 20 minutes, so we have just been doing our makeup together, but this is, like I said, long form video, definitely wanting to show you step by step on how to do it. If you ended up getting a brow wax, okay, also something that I love because it helps pin down my brows. It is a wax, so you have to activate it each time you use it with either a little bit of water or the setting spray. Okay, and so you activate it, get it all going, get it on your spoolie, and then brush out your eyebrow. Same thing on this side, and then I'll go in with the fine edge on this one, and my brow color is the same color as my contour. Okay, it's very complementary to your shade, right? So, and that sometimes you're like, oh man, it looks so dark when you're first seeing it, but really it is a really good match when you blend it out, or even when you use it as an eyebrow. Obviously, if I was not chatting with you, this would not take as long as it has. And so, again, give yourself grace as you're learning and as you're kind of figuring it out. And then if you have any questions, please let me know. I hope that you end up just loving your makeup just as much as I love mine. And if you have any questions or you feel like there's a problem, I have a lot of other tips and tricks for specifics, so please reach out. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'm just so excited for that, to see your selfie of your before and after when you do your makeup. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.